Good morning, scientists. Your job today, you've got two things. Number one, on the modules we're starting the solar system unit, there's a link to NASA, and it's all about all the planets. It's got a little picture of the solar system. You can click on all different things. So explore what you're interested in the solar system. With a lot of the different planets, it'll have information about the different space probes and so forth. You could play some games there. Have fun. Do some of the games, explore about the planets, take some time doing that. The second thing is the Brain Pop. Watch the Brain Pop video, put the closed captions on so it has the text at the bottom, and then do the quiz that's on Canvas. The Canvas quiz is for a grade. The Brain Pop quiz, I can't really grade that because it doesn't import into Pinnacle. So do the quiz on Canvas. As you're doing the quiz, have the video open up in a window. So have two windows side by side, the quiz in one window, the Brain Pop video in another. Watch the Brain Pop video all the way through once, then as you're doing the quiz, watch it a second time. So that's how to go through and do that. Hopefully you learn a few new things about the solar system that you didn't know before. Now, what I did last night is I had my telescope out and I was looking at the moon and some of the planets. So let's go take a look at some of those images right now. So obviously this is a photo of the moon. Not quite focused, but it's tough to keep it from jiggling around. So every little bit of motion upsets this. Now that last picture of the moon I did not take. So here's a picture of Saturn from a few months back. And then here's a picture of Jupiter, and you can see the actual moons moving around Jupiter there. There's little dots. So here's my telescope that I was using last night, and I had this hooked up to the camera here. So I've got my camera that I usually use to record the videos. So I've got a basically digital camera here, and I just took off the eyepiece, put the camera here, and then I could use this, the big screen here, to kind of focus the telescope. So, and then take a look at the moon, take a look at some planets, and even snap some pictures so I can share them with you. So the way this works, when I turn the camera on, and then I could try to focus at something far away. Like let's say I was trying to focus at something all the way across the lake over there. Lock this in position, and then I gotta turn the whole barrel here, and then try to focus on something. So you might be able to see the screen there. And so as I focus it, let's see here. So with some practice, people get pretty good at this. All the way over there, even one of those signs. So there you go, I'm gonna lock it on that sign right there. As you can see, using something like this, I could actually read that street sign. That's probably a quarter mile away. So with a telescope, what it's actually doing, it's not so much the magnification, it's that it's gathering a lot of light. So to be able to see things far away, what we need to do, like to see a nebula or a galaxy, they're fairly faint. So we need to gather all of that light and then amplify it. Sort of like if you're trying to hear something that's very faint and far away, you'd want to gather all the sound you could and amplify it and make it louder. So that's what the lens does on a camera or on a telescope. The wider the lens is, the more light it could gather to amplify it or make it easier to see. So if you found those images interesting and you want to get your own telescope, you might want to wait a little while, or if you have a pair of binoculars or a camera with a zoom lens, try those things first. You'd be surprised what you could see. So even if you have a camera or your parents have a fancy camera or something, you could use that to kind of magnify and get some pretty interesting images. Now, another thing you could also do is the observatory. Now, I know a while back that was extra credit over at Markham Park, but when everything opens up again, that might be something to check out. They have a lot of big telescopes over there. They have it trained on the moon, on planets, and other things. You could learn quite a bit. So that's always a good resource. Check that out. And if you're still interested, you could always find a telescope, usually even secondhand through the Astronomy Club there. So stay curious, and tomorrow we'll learn more about the solar system.